Today, we're going to make some non-traditional ornaments using things that you have in your stash. Remember, one of the things that we went over a few weeks back, maybe actually a couple months back on my channel, was some of the things that you need to consider when you are making your handmade goods to sell. Remember, customers will buy things from you for one of three reasons. It solves a problem, it makes their life easier, or it offers something meaningful, like a very thoughtful gift. So what we're going to do today is use that mindset as we go through our stash, which is another thing we talked about recently in my Hoard Less, Sell More series, to grab the things we have and solve one of those three things in order to sell your handmade goods. Let me show you a few things that I made with these concepts in mind. My first one is this beautiful ornament that I had the plastic ball in my stash. I used black paint around the entire ball. Then I did some dots in gold and I created that crackle texture that has been really popular, that Pentart fine line crackle. I don't think this was the fine line crackle. I think it was the other one. Whatever the other one is that creates the smaller crackle is the one that I used. And then instead of having that filled in with like antique wax, I switched it to using this gold wax by DIY. And it created a really cool effect on this ornament. I did this on an ornament with just some dots, added some pink ribbon. I'm going non-traditional here, so I tried to avoid any traditional colors. I tried to avoid any traditional themes, like no Santas, no snowmen, nothing like that. We're doing only non-traditional ideas for these ornaments. So I have this one that I made using the Saint Germain transfer by IOD, some dots around those florals, and then the same crackled effect that you saw on the other ornament. I absolutely love how these turned out, and I love that you can use even ribbon in your stash that is not necessarily a typical color for the holidays and still create a beautiful, meaningful ornament for your customers. Last year, I purchased a bunch of different little chapsticks or lip balms that I use and I created with some scrapbook paper. I created these adorable little like purses for them to kind of be the case for those lip balms. But it didn't sell as well as I anticipated. And so I wanted to come up with another idea, kind of more along the lines of what you would expect to see at a booth like mine. I sell a lot of wood related items, and I have a ton of those wood rounds that we talked about, like this, right? So what I decided to do was I grabbed a bunch of florals that I had in my stash. I had these ones that were from Walmart, and I had a ton of them. I was able to create, I think, 50 of these ornaments with just that one pick. So it was perfect. Hot glue, and then another piece of, I think this is boxwood pick from Walmart as well. And then I added this little lip balm. Now, what I love about this is I didn't glue this lip balm on because I wanted it to be removable so it's functional for the person buying it or the person you're gifting it to. So I put Velcro on it instead. So this is Velcro that is just pushed on there. I have this now, the other part of the Velcro is here, and it just goes right on. So when somebody's ready to put it in their purse or in their kind of, little case, makeup case, whatever, they can just pull it right off, put it on, and they're all set. And the best part is you can always Velcro something else on here instead if you want to use this tag again. So I have that available in 13 different flavors. It is available on my website if you'd like to purchase some. I also will have these at my show as well. So one of the things that I was really eager to do was to create not only things that I make and sell, but I wanted to really invoke that energy of creativity in others, especially children. I work with kids all day. I love what I do. I really like to see when they can unleash their creativity in different things that they make. So I wanted to come up with something that I could sell that would be a very family-friendly, memorable, timeless kind of activity that they could do around the holidays. So I created a DIY kit with some ornaments that I prepped, but that they will be finishing and then putting on their tree and creating lasting memories. I have a variety of different items that I put on the front of these. These are just typical wood rounds. Okay, let me show you one that's not packaged yet. Here's a wood round, just a typical wood round. I have painted it in white. I then have added different paintable decoupage paper. So this is by Rocycled. I'm not sure where these bunnies came from, but I also have some that are from the Painted Photographer. And this is actually one I believe she did with her left hand, which I thought was super cute. And different styles. None of them are Christmas. So I'm sticking to my non-traditional ornaments, non-traditional ideas. I also used IOD stamps to create some. I have these with the dogs on them. I haven't created any other ones with stamps yet. I did 2 types of dogs. I created a lot of these. I'm digging through them to try to find it. Here we go. Here's the other one. And I did hide the present that is at the bottom of this stamp. So when you are doing activities like this and you're going to be giving them away for people to paint on, make sure that you are sealing this very well because you want them to be able to wipe away if they need to, or, however they're going to do it. Now, I had my daughter do some of this using some acrylic paint markers, and she had so much fun. She did this bird. This is by the Painted Photographer, so it's Connie's Lines and Designs. This image is not available on my website because it is part of Sonnet's Maker's Box. So if you get the Maker's Box, this would have been in, I think it was in August, maybe August or September's box. I absolutely loved that you had the ability to color this in, and I have a few more of those also available to sell. I also have this, which is available on my website. This part of the decoupage paper was all in just line art, and then the background is already there. So my daughter went and she painted in the flower how she wanted, and she did a great job. I didn't give her any advice on color or anything, and she did such a good job staying in the lines. At 9 years old, she created what I believe to be such a beautiful, timeless piece. And then she did end up doing, these are some other ones by the Painted Photographer. She colored these in with some gorgeous lime green. That was fun. And then I think that's all she was able to get done when we were working on this. So that was really fun. And I think it will create a great DIY pack for anybody who would be at your craft fair or market. How I plan to put these together, I wanted to make sure that the image, because they're all different, I wanted that to be something a customer could see so they could choose the image they wanted to have. So I grabbed these cellophane bags and put them in separate from the rest of the kit that's going to be put together. And what I think I'm going to do, instead of having like a bag that they come in, I think I'm going to have them all come together with those little sticky dots that are sticky on both sides, and put them with the brushes that it comes with and then a palette that it comes with, and tie it with a pretty bow. And it's a great idea to use up things that you have in your stash. Use your stamps that you have if you have some IOD or redesign or whatever type of stamps you might have in your stash. Anything that you come up with. And if you are actually an artist yourself, if you know how to draw, you can draw the base, color art for these beautiful designs. Okay, now it is your turn. I want you to go into your stash, see what you can come up with that is non-traditional and will help you hoard less and sell more this season. Please comment below with some ideas that you have. Not only would it help me, but I'm sure everybody else watching today's video would love to see it too. You can also post pictures in the community tab here on YouTube. I wasn't sure if you knew that, because you do not have to jump over to another platform to be able to share your work with the community here on YouTube. You are welcome to go over to my community tab and click new post and add whatever you would like for us to look at. I would love to see it, and I'm sure other viewers would too. I also want to let you know that I have a whole bunch of new products available on my website that you can purchase for yourself or to put together gifts. There are in addition to the Connie Lines and Designs papers, which are fully stocked in all the different colors and patterns, you will also see that I have a new variety of items from Elyse Breanne Designs. She has an incredible story for such a young business owner. I was so mesmerized by some of the things that I saw in her more recent videos that I decided to carry her line on my website too. You will find some planners for 2026. I also have some undated planners, so let me know if that's something you're interested in. And I have some keychain wallets. This is honestly the only way that I carry my keys and cards around because I don't like purses. So I got those in every color and pattern she had that I could get at the time. And I will be adding some makeup bags to my website soon. So feel free to check that out. I think you're going to love it. I also will have an amazing deal on those at the end of the month for our 30% off the 30th of the month. So make sure to stay on the lookout for that. I will post it here in YouTube, but I also always send an email out to anybody who subscribes to emails on my website. So if you want to make sure that you get the reminder notice for the 30th of the month sale, make sure you go over to my website and sign up. Thank you so much for joining me today. I cannot wait to see you next week. I have an amazing video prepared for you with scrapwood holiday projects. Have a great week. I'll see you soon.